Well, after announcing Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, obviously the deal is going to be announced very soon. As a here we go, as West Ham have gone ahead to give him permission to go ahead and really do a medical at Arsenal. Now, Arsenal are now focusing on the deal of Jurrien Timber, and it's entering its final stages here onto the Rokani media football. With reports coming in from from Netherlands, indicating that Arsenal are entering Timber final stages and an agreement has been reached in between them and Ajax. Welcome to this channel known as Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are talking William Saliba when he's signing his contract that he agreed way back, I think like 3 weeks back, and there is an Arsenal defender that they are going to bid farewell to as he really leaves Arsenal to sign for another club altogether. Smash the like button, guys. Comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe. And let's see close to 300 likes smashing this video of Jurrien Timber. Now, we are having a very good evening. I understand we last talked together. I last talked to you when we did a video of Orient Chomini, Arsenal adding him onto their transfer list. But here we come with Jurrien Timber, because most of you will be asking yourselves, what's all about the deal of Jurrien Timber to Arsenal? Because Declan Rice all is known, Kai Havertz unveiled, now there is Jurrien Timber into the mix. And here we come with the story coming in from Mark Village. He works for the Telegraph. Tier 1 journalist confirmed to us that Arsenal and Ajax have reached an agreement on a transfer fee for Jurrien Timber around 42 million euros, which could rise to 47 million euros through bonuses. Only a medical stands in the way of the announcement. That is Mark Village. So, that is a story coming in from Mark Village. Credible journalist coming in from Netherlands. I know him for the fact that I followed him a lot when United was bringing in Eric Ten Hag, signing Lisandro Martinez and signing Anthony and Malacia. So I've known a lot about him. He's really credible, and that means Arsenal have gone ahead to really agree a deal with Ajax. And this agreement is between 42 million euros upfront fee and 5 million euros of add-ons. That's what has gone ahead and told us about this deal between Arsenal and Jurrien Timber. But after him putting out that story, Fabrizio came out and told us the following about this deal: that understand Arsenal and Ajax are now entering in the final stages of talks for Jurrien Timber. Deal progressing after 45 to 48 million euro bid submitted on Monday. Parties are now getting closer, but still some points to be discussed. More to follow. So it's obvious, resonating with what Mark Village is telling us, that Arsenal and Ajax are now entering in the final stages of talks of Jurrien Timber. Deal progressing after 45 to 48 million euro bid submitted on Monday. Parties are now getting closer, but still some points to be discussed. So he's confirmed to us that they've reached at a certain stage, at a certain level, that they want to do certain things that can see this deal get done. And Arsenal are focusing on this deal because they want to get in these 3 players as soon as possible. And why do they want to get in these 3 players as soon as possible? Because it's going to help them onto what we call the evacuation of players, and obviously selling players to get in more money to spend. Like, you get in Declan Rice, you know that you can now let Granit Xhaka leave and get in some 20 million pounds from Bayern Leverkusen. You get in Jurrien Timber, that means you can get Rob Holding off, right? And you can also offload TNT because Tomiyasu can play as the left back, though he's right-footed. We've seen him do that on several occasions. And then when you bring in Kai Havertz, obviously you would see Thomas Partey leave because you understand that at least you can get that money in and really bring in another midfielder to get this deal, to get that job in the midfield done and dusted. So it's entering into final stages and it has been agreed. So wait and see when the here we go is going to come in through from Fabrizio Romano. But Mark Viwage went ahead and reported on the medical. Chris Whitley, formerly working for formerly Arsenal correspondent for the Football London, tagged Mark Viwage in a tweet that a medical is going to be scheduled. That is it. But Fabrizio Romano has the following to say about this deal about the medical of Jurrien Timber to Arsenal. He has told us the following, that Jurrien Timber deal now at final stages as revealed earlier, but no medical has been scheduled yet, and there are still some details to clarify between clubs. Looks like matter of time, and then Mikel Arteta will have one more top signing, more to follow. So the deal is in final stages, but no medical has been scheduled. That is it, meaning that it's like 95% done, and the 5% cannot allow Arsenal to agree, or cannot allow Ajax to sanction Arsenal to do a medical on Jurrien Timber, because they feel like certain nitty-gritties have to be solved. And I think it really takes time to reach the medical, but the moment Ajax spent all those days without rejecting the bid of Arsenal, that means it went in, and and Ajax really saw it as a very, very significant bid that they can really sit down and really talk to Arsenal to see whether they add more money or not. And as it stands, it's obviously something important for us to note that Arsenal have been doing lots of things together. They've been doing lots of things together, and having gotten the deal of Declan Rice over the line, you trust me, they cannot fail to agree this deal, because for Declan Rice it took them like some 5-6 hours to really reach an agreement, and for Jurrien Timber it's not going to take them long, and Jurrien Timber is pushing to it that he really joins Arsenal as soon as possible. And there is some Arsenal person, all media journalist known as Team News Antics. He was really so close to the Arsenal side, and obviously breaks lots of news coming in from Arsenal. He has gonna be told us the following, that to be honest, I'm less on top of Jurrien Timber deal, but I know sorry about that. But I know Mikel Arteta has personally met the player when Arteta wants a target, especially if there is time to do so. He tempts a player in any way I've never seen any manager do in football. So he's revealing to us that Jurrien Timber was convinced by Mikel Arteta face to face, and I anticipate that on the day that we saw Jurrien Timber go ahead to really attend what we call a final between Man United and Man City on the 3rd of June, that was the day that they told him to go and really watch that game, because when they saw him there, everyone said that maybe Erik ten Hag is interested in the player. But I think they had spent like 2 days in London and they had not noticed him, so they never wanted to see Jurrien Timber boarding out of London to really be suspicious, because this is the deal that was broken by David Austin. 30 million euros put in, rejected, and then Fabrizio Romano told us that this week on Monday they lowered a second bid of 45 to 48 million euros that Ajax never rejected. So in the due course of really wanting to protect what they had gone ahead to agree with Jurrien Timber, they told him that go to Wembley, watch that game, and obviously photos will be taken and they'll insinuate that you are going to Man United. And that's what really covered up this entire story for not really leaking. But finally, it leaked through David Austin. But as it turns, Jurrien Timber is going to be a national player. There is no way he's not going to be a national player, because everything has been put to where it deserves to be. So, Timber has always been a very good player, and Mikel Arteta met him face by face in London and convinced him to join Arsenal. He explained to him on what he plans to use him for in that Arsenal squad, and Jurrien Timber was sold to the move to come in and join Arsenal as up. So that is concerning Jurrien Timber. I think I've gone ahead to tackle everything that is really current about his deal, and now let's get to William Saliba, another player that has to compete with Timber to see who is going to win that right-sided centre-back position. Now, we've been told by Simon Collins, Arsenal correspondent for the Evening Standard, that William Saliba will sign a new 4-year contract at Arsenal when he returns from holiday. Remember, he has already gone ahead to agree a deal with Arsenal, and this contract is going to be really extended. His contract is going to be extended. Why? He was left with just 1 year on his contract by the 30th of June, and that means he's going to come out and really put pen to paper on his new deal that Arsenal have gone ahead to offer him. Remember, he had rejected very many offers from Arsenal, and he called in for respect from Arsenal to give him the money that he deserves, and obviously here he comes to be one of the best defenders that are going to get paid well. And I think this resonates with why Mikel Arteta is bringing Jurrien Timber, because Saliba's back injury is an injury that you cannot really hurry a player to get back. He needs to go through the required recoveries. Sorry about that. He needs to go the required recoveries, and if at all he doesn't, then Jurrien Timber will be there to do the job, or Ben White to get the job over the line on the right-sided centre-back of Arsenal. So he would love to see him return and kickstart off the season with Arsenal, but let's wait and see what his back is going to be like ever since he really got an injury in the game of Sporting Lisbon when Arsenal was beaten. So when Arsenal was knocked out on penalties, as Martinelli missed out on a penalty into the 5 spots. So that is it coming in from William Saliba, but he's in Spain. Yeah, he's in Spain with the likes of Tomiyasu and very many others. So we wait and see how that pans out for this guy. Now, there is another left-sided defender of Arsenal that is really being sold, and Arsenal is going to get in some good amount of money. And by the way, I had forgotten him that Arsenal is going to get in close to 6 million euros when he really signs for Monza. And we've been told by Ryan Taylor Sport that Arsenal are also expected to confirm departure of Pablo Mari to Monza in the next 24 hours. And I really understand that he really went ahead to do a very good job, but Mikel Arteta was not satisfied and said, left-sided centre-back signed from Brazil, you are not convincing me to go ahead and really give you the best of the games that we deserve. He was loaned to Monza in the season of 2021-2022, and then for the season of 2022-2023 he was signed onto a long season loan that has seen him really have a buyout clause of 6 million euros if at all Monza survives relegation in the Serie A. And obviously they've gone ahead to survive relegation in the Serie A, and here he comes to give the best of the best that he deserves, and Arsenal are going to cash in to get in that money from the Monza side. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload here on a daily. But your thoughts on Arsenal entering Timber final stages are welcome in the comment section below, as an agreement has been reached, reported by Mark the Wage. So I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. Me out, my mates, and bye-bye.